Hey, this is Olga, and today I wanted to show you how to make this mini basket. It's approximately 2.5 inches across in diameter, and in centimeters is about 6.5 centimeters. So it's quite small. You can fit, I made it for Easter, so you can fit one egg in it, or just a couple of little treats like little chocolate eggs. And I really think it's so cute. So I'll show you how to make this small version. I also have a larger version on my blog, and you can see the written instructions there. We will need cotton yarn, so I used this chunky cotton, and I believe it's weight number 6. So it's super bulky size. It doesn't say anything on this label, but it says 8mm needle size, and I used 6.5mm crochet hook just to make it the stitches slightly tighter. It's not too tight actually, so you could go even slightly smaller if you want tighter tension. And you will also need a stitch marker. So we will start with a magic ring. So we start from the bottom here. We make the bottom first, and then we make the body of the basket and then the handle. We start from the center and we start with a magic ring. Then chain 2. And we work 11 double crochets into the ring. And 11. So we should have 12 stitches. So the chain 2 counts as the first stitch. This is our chain 2, 1, and we count all the double crochets. So we have 12 stitches in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 stitches in the first round, and we connect with a slip stitch in the top chain of chain 2. We connect with a slip stitch. So first round done. Now we start with the second round. We chain 2, turn, and we work the first double crochet. This counts as the first double crochet again, and the first double crochet we work into the first stitch here. Then we work 2 double crochets in the next stitch. We increase in this round. So by the end of this round we will have 24 stitches. So we work 2 double crochets into each stitch. and 2 stitches in the last stitch. We should have 24 stitches in this round. So let's count. The first one count as the first double crochet, so it's 1, chain 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 22, 24. So 24 stitches in this round. And now we join this round again into that top stitch of chain 2 with a slip stitch. So this is our bottom done. So if it starts curling like here, what I do is just to stretch a little bit the edge of this circle. Now it's flat. Now we start with the body. Before we start, I chain 2. I don't turn this time, so I chain 2 in the first stitch, but only in the back loop of that stitch, the first stitch. So I'm not going into under both loops. I'm going only under the back loop, and then I slip stitch here. And I place a marker here, so you don't have to place a marker if you know, if you can see the rounds, if you're an experienced crocheter, but if you're a beginner, maybe it's easier to use the marker. And I just place the marker into that the front loop, so here, just like that. I'll place it there because it will be easier for us to count the rounds, to see where the rounds started, and so we can count the rounds. And now we will be working only into these back loops and work single crochets. So insert your hook into the back loop only here. So normally this is the loop, or this is the stitch. So you normally go under both. This time we go only under the back loop and work a single crochet. And we work single crochets into back loops only all the way around. We don't increase anymore, so no more double stitches, because we need to go up. We're not going flat, we're going up. To make the body of the basket. So just work single crochets into every single stitch until you reach the marker. As you can see, it starts to get curls up here, which is what we want. So we are reaching the end of this round, and this was our first slip stitch here. So we work single crochet, we just continue, we don't connect anything, we just continue on top of that stitch, that slip stitch, and work a single crochet as we did here into the back loop. So this is the back loop. That's why you put the marker only into the front loop, so you don't have to remove the marker to work the next stitch. Insert your hook in the back loop and work a single crochet and continue in spiral. I can just turn it like this. And this is how I know that I made 2 rounds, because I just reached the marker again, so on top of it. And I just continue. I just reached the end of the 4th round. Let's count here. Let's see. So this was the start of the round. If we count from here, first double crochet, second double crochet as the base, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. From this side should be the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, from here, I would say this is the end of this round. So I have 1 more single crochet. And now I will slip stitch into the next stitch and start with the handle. The handle is 25 chains, so we chain 25, but chain loosely, not too tight, because we're going to work into that chain slip stitches later. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. You can make it shorter as well. So if you chain 25, you will end up with this length. So 5 more chains here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does look longer, slightly longer now, because we don't have slip stitches on the back side of this chain. So it will shorten a little bit. Now we skip, we need to connect this handle to this side here on the opposite side. We will skip how many stitches? I'm gonna have a look here. Skip 11 stitches. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Skip 11 and work into the 12th stitch, into that back loop again, a slip stitch. So we have connected the handle, and now we just work along the edge here into the back loops again, but not single crochets, slip stitches. We work slip stitches into every single stitch, just to create that that little edge here. So we slip stitch all the way around. When you get to the handle, so it's 1 more stitch here. When you get to the handle here, you just keep the handle in front of your work, and then slip stitch. If this is the next stitch, slip stitch into the next stitch here, into the back loop, and keep going. All the way around until you reach the other side of the handle. So now we're approaching the handle again, and all we need to do now is to work to make this handle a little bit stiffer, so a little bit thicker, like this. I will work into the back bumps of this chain just because I like the way it looks. So if it's too tight, what I did is I took a smaller hook, took my 4mm hook, and I just worked because it's easier to go into the chains here. And I just work slip stitches like that. So again, this is the front of the chain, this is the back side of the chain, and I work into these bumps here. And it just creates a really nice pattern. So you will have a chain here and also the slip stitches here on this side. So it looks very nice. And so I'm at the end of the handle here. Do we have another stitch? This is the last stitch here. So the last, I'm just gonna work a single a slip stitch here as well, and then I will just connect it to the body of the basket. I will just connect it here like that to make it a little bit more secure, and then we can cut the yarn and weave in the ends. And I'll just weave in the ends. Now I will just insert my needle here under the next stitch, and go here on top of the last stitch I made and just push the needle down. Just kind of create another stitch here.